pretty sure I encountered an actual skinwalker. So this happened a few years ago when I visited my cousin in Pennsylvania for the weekend. Keep in mind, y'all, Pennsylvania is full of wooded areas. So this story happened at night, and it all started because she had to take out the trash. So because it was nighttime, I of course volunteered to help her because she lived in a townhouse. So if you know anything about that, you know that the dumpsters, they're not in front of your house. You have to like walk a little bit to then throw out the trash. So it was in its own designated area, and that of course being right near the woods. So anyways, this night in particular was very foggy, which made it very hard to see. And y'all, I remember when we were walking to the dumpster, it was quiet, but it was an uneasy quiet. You know, like usually you would hear bugs, insects, but this time, nothing. So we're at the dumpster, and I remember getting this weird feeling, and I told my cousin, I was like, can you please hurry up? Because at this point, I want to go back to the house. I'm over being out here. And y'all, of course, after I said that, that's when we both see this small black cat appear out of nowhere. And one thing about my cousin is she loves cats, so I guess she probably thought this was her sign with the cat distribution system, so she decided to follow it. And y'all, that little thing went into the woods. So I obviously, one, wasn't gonna leave her alone, and two, wasn't gonna walk back alone. So I decided to follow her. So we had our flashlights on our phones following the cat, and I remember at one point, the cat ran between these two trees. And what's really crazy is that when we looked over to see if the cat was there, it wasn't. And yo, where we were standing, there's absolutely no way we couldn't have not seen where the cat went. So the fact that we couldn't see where the cat went freaked us both out. On top of that, this cat led us so far into the woods that we ended up losing connection on our phone. So we couldn't call anybody. So we're standing in the middle of nowhere. It's foggy, it's night, and the only light that we have are our flashlights. At this point, I'm aggravated. So we proceeded to trace our steps in hopes of not going further into the woods. And y'all, when I tell y'all, this is when it got so crazy. So I remember we're walking, and I hear something call my name, but it was faint. And I asked my cousin, I was like, yo, did you just hear that? She goes, no, it's probably your mind playing tricks on you. Oh, okay. Okay. Then, about 5 minutes later, we both now hear the voice of someone calling my name, which sounded like my cousin's mom. How in the world did her mom walk out into the woods? There's absolutely no way, right? So that's when my cousin yells, Mom? Big mistake, because we instantly start hearing the bushes around us start moving as if this thing is coming closer to us. So at this point, I'm freaking out, and I tell my cousin that we need to run because that is just not your mom. That's when we hear the voice say, come over here. That's when I decided that it's time to book it. And when I tell y'all, we ran like we had never ran before. I consider joining track after this. Now, y'all, as we're running, we start to hear stomping and loud crunches from the leaves that are on the ground as it's getting closer to us. I still remember that as we were running, I turned my head for 1 second, and y'all, whatever was chasing us wasn't human and wasn't a damn animal. Maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, but y'all, it was massive. And when I saw this thing, I started screaming like there was no tomorrow. So we finally make it back to the dumpster, and we turn around, and it just isn't there. Nothing. So what's crazy is that the next day we go out into the woods when it's sunny out to see if there were footprints or something, like a trace of something left behind, but there was nothing. But I swear to you, whatever it was just not human. It wasn't from this earth, and I still wonder to this day, what would have happened if we did not run?